What up, peoples? All right, so I wanted to bring up something. So you guys obviously seen on my break screen, I'm gonna be showing the books I'm reading of the week. So the book I'm reading this week is I keep forgetting this happens. It's the hyperbolic time chamber graphic effect on. No, I'm reading this book called Decisive. This book is fucking great, man. I'm telling you. So the thing about decision making, right, is that there are two types of decision making. There's very fast paced, and there's the one that you make over time when you have a space between the stimulus and the response, right? You have a situation and when you can make a decision. So this book is more so for those that are trying to learn how to make great decisions in life in terms of planning, in terms of, stuff that's like that doesn't require immediate action. This book is amazing for that. So I was reading this, and I'm also reading another book. It's back in my bookshelf, Thinking Fast and Slow. That's a great book for fast-paced decision making. That book is really good. And of course, I'm meditating and stuff like that every day, so that's helping a lot. But in this book in particular, there's a part of the book. It's really quick. It's like 2 chapters into the book, right? Where, what's up, C Yankee? They talk about, oh, Psycho, what's going on, bro? Ice King, thank you for coming through. I was on break and all you beautiful people came in. Alright, so peep this, right? So there's a part of the book, it's like 2 chapters in, where they talk about the 4 demons of decision making. And so essentially when you make a decision, right? Phase Walker, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, and my man C Yankee with the resub. Oh my god, I am spoiled. Greg, my brother.
Loyal.
Appreciate you.
Grateful.
C Yankee, thank you for the resub. 5 months strong. Much love to you, my bro. But yeah, Greg, I'm just trying to be great like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So peep, right? So, yeah, no doubt. I love streaming, man. I love talking to you guys. Because of course, the whole point of this, at the end of the day, right? We're all gonna fucking die one day. So it's like, yo, make the most of it. Help people out. Help people enjoy their lives. Elevate the quality of people's lives around me, and I feel good. That's why I like playing, because the better I get, the more eyes are on me, and the more eyes that are on me, the more I can teach people about themselves. I can teach people about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a really good knack for learning. I don't know. It's just like a superhero power of mine, right? So it's like, if I could convert that into some tangible form of helping other people, I'm all for it. That's a big reason why I keep competing. That's a big reason why I go to NLBC every week. You know what I'm saying? Because people are just like, damn, like, how's he doing it? It's a mindset thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't have anything that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? We both got 8 fingers, 2 thumbs, you know what I'm saying? 8 toes, 2 big toes, right? So it's like 2 eyes. I mean, they ain't got a big nose like me, but, I think that's where most of the Kundalini comes from, but, besides that, it's besides the point. But anyway, so it talks about the 4 demons of decision making, right? So when you come across a decision, what essentially happens is you encounter an option, right? A decision is to be made. You have a decision to be made, and then secondly, you analyze the options, right? Third, you make a decision, and then fourth, you live with it. You just, whatever the consequences are, you're like, okay, right, I accept this. All right? But for each phase, there's a demon that gets in the way of you making the appropriate or most effective and efficient choice, right? So, what's up, Jesus? How you doing, bro? So, what's up, Outlaw Sean? Law Sean. Yeah, that's a tongue twister. What's up, bro? So, with the first choice, right, which is coming across an option, what happens is we have this demon. Not everybody has the same demons, all right? So don't think this automatically means you have this. But one of these things may be affecting your decision making. So the first decision is narrow framing. What does that mean? That basically means that people are binary with their options. Should I do this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? People are constantly doing that with their decisions that they make on a daily basis. So the problem with that is is that imagine you have a stage, right? You have a play, and you know where the spotlight is? It's a spotlight effect. Where you put the light, you see, right? So because you're narrowly just looking at this option and you're ignoring everything else, you might miss information that's crucial to accomplishing whatever you're trying to accomplish, you know? When you watch a play, if the spotlight is only in one place, you miss the rest of the story. There's so many more details that are getting ignored. That's why they move it around. So what you have to do is to combat that demon of narrow framing and being binary, is you want to widen your options. You know what I'm saying? Instead of asking, should I do this or that, remove the or and say, can I do this and that? You know what I'm saying? Because by you literally saying that and, your brain is now going to figure out ways. It's going to change its alertness. You're going to start looking for ways that you weren't looking for before, different avenues. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you say you literally got to watch how you talk to yourself. Because whatever you say say out loud is a reflection of your internal state, right? So if you watch your vocabulary, you watch how people, like, whatever their dialogue is, it's telling you what their inner state is. You know what I'm saying? What's another thing? So like example, right? Somebody yesterday, I'm not gonna say who it is. They were like, "Yo, Zap, good shit, good job yesterday." I was like, "Oh yeah, I appreciate it." And then they were like, "Yeah, but you know, it's not gonna matter because nobody's gonna beat Idom." I said, "Yo, like if he was right in front of me, like especially like with how just I'm very in tune with myself, right? If he was right in front of me, I would have been like, shut the fuck up. I'd be like, fuck you. Don't you ever project your self-imposed insecurities onto me, okay? But sadly, we're doing it through text. So instead, I was like, all right, I have enough time to be cordial. So, because I didn't have to react, like, off of my fucking, like, that fieriness, right? So I was like, yo, maybe for you, but for me, no. I'm already there. I'm already at that level. I'm at this level. I just got to keep growing, keep improving. That's it. You know, he's like, yeah, but if you improve, he's just gonna come back harder. I'm like, good, I'll come back harder every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not you. You're the reason why you lose to him. I'm not the reason why you lose to him. He's not the reason why you lose to him. You're the reason why you lose to him. You feel me? I'll fucking drive 4.5 hours to hear that bullshit. Fuck out of here. You know? That shit just like, I don't think he's a bad person because he said that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, get the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with that shit. You know? So yeah. So anyways, so the way you beat that demon of narrow framing is that you widen your options. Okay, so you basically take your spotlight and look in other areas. Look for other things. Don't be binary. Maybe there's another option you're not taking into account. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that. So the next thing is we said we analyze the options, right? So if you guys know me, you know I like to be all philosophical, right? The issue with analysis is, when you analyze shit, if your principal analysis is not complete, it's not total, then whatever proceeds that analysis is going to be based off of an impartial truth. Okay? So let me break that into layman's terms. So basically, if what I am basing my next stage of analysis off of is not completely like truthful, whatever comes from that is now based off of a potential falsehood, you know? So that's why, like, you have to be very careful with analysis. But the reason why people fail at the analysis stage is not just because of that, but because of the fact that people seek self-serving information, okay? People seek information that reinforces their biases. So this is why it's very crucial, this is why I say watch how you talk to yourself about yourself, is if you say I'm a bad player, you're going to start playing like a bad player because your brain wants to believe it's right. Your brain doesn't like being wrong. What the fuck? Because imagine, you might say, yeah, that doesn't make sense because I don't always do that. Yeah, but catch this, right? If you admit, oh, IMAX Mouse, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Much love to you, man. Asshole Talk, what's going on, bro? If you admit, right, that, you know, you're seeking information that is hindering you, self-sabotage, then you're gonna admit a lot of things in the past, and the scariest thing for humans to confront are things that they can't change from the past. You know what I'm saying? So you automatically try to ignore the truth of what I just said. You seek self-seeking information because it reinforces a belief, and belief systems breed comfort. Comfort is great for people. It's like, I don't have to think. I like being autonomous. We rarely ever struggle. If you think about it, mentally throughout the day, we're mainly on autopilot until we come across something that, we have to think about, and we don't like that shit, Unless you seek discomfort. Naturally, we don't like that shit. You feel me? So, because of that, you seek the information that's going to reinforce whatever belief system you have. So if you say, I'm bad at this, you're going to keep playing like that. Stop saying that. Don't talk to yourself like that. Say you're a work in progress. We all are a work in progress. You feel me? So instead of you just beating up on yourself, berating yourself, you just say, hey, I'm just working at this. I'm working at this. I'm getting better. Focus on the one thing at a time, because you don't want to be combating yourself while combating the opponent. Instead, screw the opponent, screw combating yourself. Just focus on learning. Simplify things. The more complicated you make the training process, the less likely you're going to learn, and it's not going to penetrate as deeply into your philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to learn things deeply and really understand things at an instinctive level. Okay, so in order to remedy that, what you want to do is you want to reality test your assumptions. So what you could do is you seek people that have differing opinions. Look for things that contradict your belief. Oh, I think I'm a bad player. Okay, well, what do I do that is good? You know what I'm saying? What do I do that's good that other players do that's good? You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start to realize, like, a lot of the voices in my head are not real. You know what I'm saying? This is a natural human tendency. We're naturally negative. It's a survival trait, So you're negative and you're hard on yourself. Like, I've been hard on myself. But it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're incomplete or, that you lack something. Like, no, you're complete. You're a whole as you are. You have everything you need to get to where you want to be. It's just a matter of literally putting things together, So, you do that. The next step is you make a decision, right? So this is my thing. This was me. This is my demon. This is the third one, right? There's an acronym for all of this if you've been paying attention. It's RAP. So it's widen your options, reality test your assumptions, attain distance, and P is prepare to be wrong, right? So for each stage, these are the remedies. So for A, which is when you have the problem, when you try to make a decision, when you have the problem of being taken over by short-term emotions. So being emotional, that's the third demon, okay? Being overly emotional when you make decisions. You're governed and ruled by short-term, fickle emotions. So what happens is somebody's like, damn, I need to make this decision, but then maybe something's enticing them, or maybe it's fear that stops them from making a decision. You feel me? So that's me. With me, what happens is I'm a very emotional person because I was raised around a lot of females. You know what I'm saying? So like that happens. I've been around a lot of females. So you're a product of your environment, right? So because of that, I have a lot more emotional responses to frustrating experiences. You feel me? So when I see that, these things are never going to leave me, mind you. For the rest of my life, I'm going to always have that response. But the difference is I have the choice because I'm aware of it. You understand? So you're always going to have the same feelings, the same frustrations, the same anger towards things. But the power comes in the choice you make. Once you realize you can make a choice despite how you feel, it completely eradicates whatever power it has over you. So what happened yesterday, right, is an example of what happened. I lost to Kami, and I was fucking pissed. I was pissed. Oh my goodness, I was fucking angry, right? Because I was like, yo, I've been fucking this dude up in sets online. I've been fucking him up in casuals. I've been fucking him up the first match of the sets all the time. But for some fucking reason, I just don't beat him in tournament, right? So I was pissed. I was so mad. And I ended up getting really pissed, right? And I'm just sitting on a chair and I'm just like hoodie down. I'm just like fuming. And then who was it? Yipes was like came over and he's like, oh Zaf, yeah, you're salty, huh? I was like, yeah, I'm salty. He's like, alright, it's all good. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. He's like, just marinating it. I was like, yeah, alright. And then Chung came over, and Chung always has this timing with me. It's weird. Like anytime I'm mad, frustrated, Chung just comes out of nowhere and just gives me this great advice. So he comes over. And he's like, yo, Zav. He's like, yo, man, listen. You, if you sit there and you dwell on it, you're gonna carry it with you into the next match. You know? He's like, yo, just, you know, you're good. And I was like, word. It's not like he said anything Shakespearean, but like it was something about like the words he said that really resonated with me. And then I saw my anger. It was mad fucking weird. I saw like this anger, right? Not like visually, of course, but like I could just feel its existence, and then I just literally shifted that shit, and I was like, oh shit, and I just fucking went downstairs and I just played. That's when I played eye drop. That's when I played like all these dudes, right? I played Yawn right after this, and yo, it was just because what happened was the way you remedy the short term emotion is by having distance. You attain distance. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't have distance between you, the emotion, and the response to the stimulus, whatever's triggering the emotion, if you don't create a space, you won't be able to see it separated from you. It's not separated in a sense where it's like a villain or, you know, I gotta fight or combat it, but just seeing that there's space between it, meaning you still have choice. You know what I'm saying? Once you see that, it just dissipated. And I was like, oh, but it's still there though. That anger's still there. So I just redirected it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't consume me anymore, but I still had that focus. That focus, that anger, I was like, yo, put that shit in the match. And I just took it and I put it in the match. You know, and then that's why I played so well. Mind you, I said to lose the second round. I made it all the way back to top 3. You know? And it was just because of that. So that was like the big epiphany yesterday. That, I was like, wow. So I'm like, and it's crazy because I was not going to go to NLBC yesterday. I was not going to go. And then I did. And I was like, wow, holy shit. This was so worth it. I didn't want to go. It wasn't because like I was being lazy or anything. It was just because like financially. I was like, I don't know if I should go. But then I made it happen. And then I was like, boom, top 3. I was like, word, mad happy. So, yeah, you know, anything can motivate as long as you can channel it. Because the thing is about energy, right, guys? Energy can what? It cannot be created or destroyed. So therefore, it has to go somewhere, right? It either exists in place or it's moving. That's it. Like, okay. So even then, it doesn't really stay in place. It just slows down and then it turns into matter. But anyways, that's another conversation. But because I see that, I'm like, yo, this anger's still here. Turn it into something. Transmute it. Transition into, you know, like, use that to elevate me. Boom. And I played like a fucking beast. You know, it was like, it was crazy, man. I was like, wow. Okay. So losers bracket Zaf is like the new wave, apparently. But I gotta have that focus for winners, too, you know? So, yeah. It's funny because the first tournament I ever won, I won from losers bracket. So, yeah. But so attain some distance on your emotions. So if you know you're the type of person that gets fearful, or you get very frustrated, you get angry about stuff, create some distance between you and the emotion and the stimulus, the thing that caused the emotion. See that you're all connected, but you're not the same. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll realize that there's power in that, and it won't rule you. You won't be governed by your emotions anymore. All right. So then the last thing is the P, which is when you live with the results, right? You see a decision to be made. You analyze the options. You make a decision. You live with it. So the last thing is living with it. And the demon for that is being overconfident. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, there's an example in the book where I think it was the CEO of Warner Brothers, like back in the 1920s. He was like, why would people want to watch films where people can speak. That doesn't make sense. And look at us now, right? Like things like that. You're so overconfident that you restrict and narrow frame. You see, like all these things can affect each other. Short-term emotion for me made me have narrow framing, right? And it ruined my focus, but I can turn it into a beast focus. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you've released energy, it goes somewhere. So turn it into its opposite equivalent. You feel me? So like, if, for example, you're overconfident, right? It causes you to have narrow framing. Or if you're overconfident, it causes you to have confirmation bias because you keep seeking information that makes you more and more confident. You know what I'm saying? Or you keep seeking things that make you feel better, short-term emotion. See that instant gratification. So all these things are intermingled. They relate to each other, right? So for the last one of being overconfident, the way you remedy that is be prepared to be wrong. The potential, the possibility of being incorrect. Know that you might be wrong so that when it happens, it isn't catastrophic. You're like, okay, all right. And not only that, it helps you better prepare because let's say like, yo, what would happen if I am wrong? That's how you make better decisions. What happens if I'm wrong if I approach this character like Zangief with super? If I approach him with super, what can go wrong? He can wake up super me. Okay. All right, so clearly I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then it helps you just make better decisions. So that's it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little snippet